Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Adam. This is my channel Adam Sews. Today is Friday, which means it's Friday Sews, and I am going to go through what I've been up to this week, what I've got planned and what's been arriving, which isn't actually a lot this week. I haven't actually managed to bag anything. I've ordered a few things this week, but they've not actually turned up yet, so it's a bit of a lie. I have ordered things. I have bought some things that have been digital format, which I will go through with you in a moment. So I am wearing my lovely quilter sweatshirt from SMT Boutique because it is a little bit nippy in here at the moment because I've had the windows open because it's nice and sunny and I thought I'd get some fresh air in the house. So what have I been making this week? We'll start with that. So the first thing that I made this week was my trainers. I have finished my sneakers from my sneaker kit that was kindly gifted to me by the What the Fabric. The lovely Joe and Kim over at What the Fabric gifted me a pair of sneaker kit soles because I will be doing something with those in mid to late summer, which I will keep you posted with as soon as I know the details for that. So I have finished them in my banana fabric. So I used the Don't Slip fabric by Tula Pink. I have popped yellow laces in and I have put the ribbon on there to hold the laces and the little tongue in place. They've got my little labels on the back of them which say Adam Sews. I've lined them with the mini polka dot, the tiny dot from True Colours. I'm so happy with how these have turned out. I cannot tell you. They are so comfy. They're so fun to make. And I just absolutely love them. So I have actually got a pair that fit me now, which is brilliant because my last two pairs that I made were too small. So these ones actually fit. I think I'm going to take them for a test run this weekend. I'm not 100% sure yet though, but I absolutely love them. So yeah, those are my lovely sneaker kit sneakers, which fit and are super comfy. So yeah, really proud of those, really happy with them. So what else have we been making this week? Well, on the theme of Tula, I mean, when is it not on the theme of Tula? That's all I ever talk about really, isn't it? I have downloaded some embroidery files this week because Benina was sat there looking at me and I thought, you know what, now I've done the update and different things on it, the embroidery module's been working a lot better since I've done the update on it, and I thought I would just play around with some embroidery files. So I actually downloaded, apologies, one of my hairs on my face is really annoying me. I apologise for the state of my appearance. I am, as soon as I finish this, going in the bathroom and cutting my wig off because it is driving me mad and it looks like I've got a dead animal on my head, which means I'll tidy all this mess up as well at the same time. So I downloaded some embroidery files from Tula Pink a little while ago, one of them being the banana that goes with, so basically the Don't Slip fabric has got loads of different bananas on it. One of them is a striped banana, which is this one here, and I've also bought this design here which I haven't yet stitched out, but the big banana, the striped one, I did stitch out, and it's not in the correct colours, but they're colours that I really liked, and it actually reminded me, these two colours reminded me of a binding. I don't think you're going to see it on here. She does a tiny, she does one of the tent stripes, can't for the life of me remember what it's called, is exactly these two colours. So I done it to sort of mimic that with the coloured embroidery threads that I had to hand, because I don't have that many, because I haven't fallen wildly down that rabbit hole yet. So I have embroidered it onto some white felt purely so that I can applicate it onto either a sweatshirt or a t-shirt that I can then wear with my trainers. So I've got a matching garment that goes with the banana shoes, because let's be fair, how many things in the world are going to go with a pair of banana shoes? Not a lot. So yeah, I've done the banana, really happy with that. And then I got onto the website because I knew that they just released a load of the new releases on OESD embroidery for Tula's upcoming collection, which is Full Moon Forest, which is behind me on some of the bags that I've got. And they have done these lace corners, which are freestanding lace that you can put onto napkins and all sorts of different things. I think they'd actually look quite cool if you put them on the corner of the bottom of a shirt, if it was a fairly long shirt. But they come in 4 different designs. So you've got the bunny, the bee, the owl, and the squirrel. I did the owl, and I made a napkin from some Tula Pink solids. one of the unicorn poop, I believe, and I have done the freestanding lace corner on this napkin. So the napkin is a square napkin with the freestanding lace on the corner. So this is, as you can see, you can actually see through it because you embroider it onto a soluble stabilizer. So this whole entire embroidery is literally just thread, and I think it's absolutely stunning. The only thing is, I will say, is it does take, I mean, this is dependent on the machine that you own, obviously, but on the Bernina 570 QE with the embroidery module, at maximum speed, it does take over 2 hours to embroider, but it's well worth it. I think that I am going to download the other 3 designs and make a set of 4 that I can have for special occasions. I don't think they'll ever come out and be used, because if someone wiped their mouth on that, I think I'd cry. But it'd be nice to have a set of them. And they are beautiful. And I think they'd be a really, really nice thing to gift to someone, especially if you was gifting someone wedding presents and different things like that. I mean, who wouldn't want a really lovely set of napkins? So yeah, that is one option for those. The other thing that I have got planned this week is I saw a lovely hair client of mine this morning. I've just done a trial for her bridal hair because she's getting married at the end of July and I'm doing her wedding. And her daughter is one of her bridesmaids, obviously. And I have her bridesmaid's dress here, which is this lovely emerald green bridesmaid's dress. But the sleeves are, the shoulder straps are about an inch too long, so they have this little cover that goes over where the actual seam is for them. So what I'm going to do is take this little cover off, unpick that, take it off, unpick the seam underneath here, take 1/2 inch out of each side so that it draws that up, so it will basically take off that little bit up the top there, and then I will then hand stitch the little seam cover tie knot things on over the new seam. And I also need to take 2 inches off the length because it is absolutely enormously long. So I'm going to take 2 inches off the bottom, and obviously I'll take 2 inches off the lining fabric. The lining fabric is a jersey and it is just cover stitched on the bottom. So I will take that up and cover stitch that, and then I will take up the chiffon and I will do the rolled hem with the rolled hem foot, not the overlocker. And with the fabric that I removed from the hem, I said to her, because she doesn't feel very comfortable wearing it because she's not a very girly girl and doesn't wear dresses very often, what I'm going to do is just take the 2 inches that I take off the hem, I'm just going to take a portion of it and just put a little sort of modesty panel here, and just stitch it into the lining fabric on the reverse by hand, just so that when she's wearing it she'll have a little bit more coverage here and it will just make her feel a little bit more sort of covered across her chest. So that is a project that I need to seriously get done pretty soon, really, because she wants to be able to try it on and know that it's right for the day before the end of July. So that's pretty much it from the sewing room this week. I have, however, had a massive haul of Kona solids delivered because I am working on a quilt that I needed Kona solids for, which is just blowing my mind because I never use solid fabric. And yeah, what I would like to say though, however, is if you have been away from social media and you are a Tula Pink follower and you have not seen yet, she was, as Tula is, blew us all away again this week, and she has released her new collection that will be arriving in October, November time, which is grey work, which is the follow-up to line work, which is the black and white. So grey work is all based on grey tones, and has the most incredible animals in it. I will try and put a picture in here of the full collection. I just wanted to let you know that that has gone on pre-order on my website. I have got it all pre-ordered with my supplier. And I will be stocking grey work come the end of the autumn when it arrives. I will also be receiving Full Moon Forest at some point very soon. We've had no shipping notifications for Full Moon Forest yet, but there are still the option of a few little bundles on the website if anyone is looking for Full Moon Forest when it launches. I've also got some bundles of the Space Sprinkles in the new True colours that's coming out, which if you are a follower of Tula and you have got her True colours and different things like that, the Space Sprinkles is really, really, I'm really excited about Space Sprinkles. I've got some of it that I've used on some of the bags that I made for the influencer tour for Full Moon Forest, but Space Sprinkles is coming out in colours that Tula's not really used before, so they are a really amazing collection of colours, and the print is so cool. So yeah, so Full Moon Forest has gone live on my website. There's a few things left on there. There's a few bundles left on there before it arrives end of the month, beginning of next month, and then Grey Work is also live on there now for pre-order. So I am going to leave it there for today, pretty much. That's all I've got to talk to you about. So, editing Adam here. I also received something in the post this week that I wanted to talk to you about, which was from the lovely Maggie, who is one of my subscribers. She messaged me a little while ago about the waistband elastic that I use, and asked whether I would be happy to get a roll of it for her, which I managed to source a roll of it from the wholesalers for her and got it out to her this week. And she said to me, I have something that I would like to send you, could I have your address? So I gave her my address and she sent me a little present, and she sent me this incredible macrame, or macrame, however you say it, basket it's a hanging plant basket, which is absolutely incredible. I mean, the level of detail on the weaving, or however you call it, in order to actually make this design is absolutely awesome. So as some of you know, my husband is a massive plant freak, loves a tropical plant, loves an air plant, loves plants in every which way possible. So I am going to hang this in, we've decided, the royal we, have decided that we're going to hang it in our lounge, and we're going to source a plant to go in there, which is not my forte. So I'm going to leave this to Darren to find a plant that is suitable to go in here, probably an air plant, or I might actually put an orchid in here, because we do have quite a lot of orchids in the house, because Darren seems to like taking them off people and reviving orchids, and he seems to successfully manage to do it most of the time. So an orchid would fit in here quite well, because they don't use, as far as I'm aware, they don't need that much water, so this wouldn't then get wet. So yes, thank you, Maggie. Absolutely love it. Going to pop it downstairs in the lounge with possibly an orchid in it. So I will catch up with you in a bit. I hope you've had a good week. I hope you enjoy whatever you've got planned this weekend. I hope that you have some sewing planned this weekend, because I'm hoping that I will get some done once I get home from doing some clients tomorrow. And yeah, I will look forward to talking to you very, very soon. Have a great weekend. Thank you for tuning in and sticking with me, and I will see you all soon. Ciao for now.